their own financial gain to do it for us. So it's like no one's going to care more than you care about yourself. And that is the total misnomer of collectivism. Like, oh, some government bureaucrat's going to care more about managing your health care for you than you're going to care about managing it for yourself.
Well, now they're admitting that government health care is about death care. And Michael Moore's like, well, it's patriotic to wait for that surgery. And so now it's the shared suffering. And people ask, well, then why are the ultra-rich for collectivism? Because they use it to steal the grassroots wealth, transfer it offshore. They're exempt. That's why Warren Buffett helps write the laws 15 years ago to exempt himself from taxes. Now he's lecturing, raise taxes on rich guys. But if you look at the plan he's promoting, it's on people making $125,000 a year or $250,000 collectively, husband and wife. That's not rich. They want what's left of the middle class's money paid in a banker bailout. It's so sick. But I want to go back to this. They know that we're waking up that we don't need them. That's why telescreens are going in at 9,000 locations saying don't trust your neighbor, only trust Big Sis. We know they're scared. The system is now we're going to grope you at the football game. We're going to take blood at checkpoints of the terrorists are going to hit. They're telling you, we're going to manage your life. We're going to treat you like children. We're going to take your rights away because we've got to stay in power. We've got to prop this system up. So that's why we're in such danger for authoritarianism right now. Your take on that?
Yeah, that's true. But that is, again, their message of control, and that's not necessarily the reality. And so when you put that information constantly out there with a talking point, you can keep the status quo for so long. And I think today what you've seen, and then maybe even in the last 3 years, but especially in the last 6 months, you just see a lot of people, just the dissatisfaction is overwhelming. And the message is working and will continue to work if it's not tactically or strategically fought against from, I would say, our side or the other side.
Well, and ultimately it's a confidence scheme, and people are losing confidence in the scheme. And that's like the whole banking system. It works on confidence. I mean,
But here's the danger. They're going to try in the implosion to bring in a new confidence scheme. We've got to be there now saying, no, no, no. The same people that did this cannot be trusted to give you the new scheme.
That's absolutely right. We are either going to get a lot less free or a lot more free in the next decade, and that will be up to what if people are going to stand up and do something and we mobilize the...
Leave it there. We got to go to break. I want to come back and look at that because I agree with you totally. You guys really have got it. And then some. We are at the crossroads. Right now, normally society is frozen. We're in a liquefied state. The globalists are trying to shape the clay the way they want. We got to get our hands in there and ignore their talking points and just go for liberty.
Hey guys, are weaker testosterone levels taking you out of the game? Are you gaining fat, feeling tired, losing desire in the bedroom? Get back in the game. Call now for a risk-free trial of Ageless Male, a natural supplement shown to raise testosterone by 61% and maintain healthy, normal levels. No injections, no appointments. Just take Ageless Male every day and boost your testosterone by 61%. When your levels are healthy, you can feel energy again, a great outlook again, and yes, a healthy sex drive. The results are life-changing. Beware of cheap knockoffs. Ageless Male is an exclusive formula and the only one proven in research to boost testosterone 61%. Try Ageless Male, risk-free. Just call 1-800-497-8345. 1-800-497-8345. 1-800-497-8345.
Hello, friends. Alex Jones here. You all know I've worked for years with Steve Shank and eFoods Direct. I have eFoods for my own emergency food supply. You know, Steve, life is different now for all of us, isn't it?
Very different. People are using this great food to survive the present hurricane season, and we've already had $40 billion worth of damage from floods, storms, quakes, and droughts. And that's just the first 8 months of this year. Natural disasters are newsworthy, but only touch a few of us Americans. The huge issue of the Greatest Depression is on everyone's mind. The unemployment, the loss of homes, lost businesses, and skyrocketing food costs are hitting every American. So everyone needs food security.
Folks, this month you will get free shipping on every food order from eFoods Direct. That's right. Every order gets free shipping starting September 6th. Get stocked up with the best storable foods out there with eFoods Direct and be prepared for any emergency before it happens. To take advantage of this special, call 800-409-5633 or go to efoodsdirect.com/Alex.
Life Before the Collapse, Vinyl LP by the Las Vegas.
How does it feel to be one of the beautiful people? Baby, you're lock you out.
Life Before the Collapse by the Lost Vegas on 180-gram vinyl and mastered especially for vinyl by legendary audio engineer Steve Hall.
Biscuit, why don't want me to biscuit?
Life Before the Collapse by the Lost Vegas. The Lost Vegas. Now available at Amazon.com.
Smokers, are you still smoking traditional cigarettes? Are you still smelling up your clothes and car interior, staining your teeth, and getting ashes everywhere? Why? When you could be smoking or vaping with e-cigarettes by LeSig. With LeSig e-cigarettes' revolutionary microelectronic technology, rechargeable battery, and unique replacement cartridges, you'll get all the satisfaction of smoking, but no smoking hazards. Choose from a wide variety of our new American-made Vaporite e-liquid flavors at LeSig.com, spelled LECIG.com, or call 870-518-4307. That's 870-518-4307. LeSig e-cigarettes for today's modern smoker. Warning, e-cigs may contain nicotine, an addictive substance known to the state of California to cause birth defects or cancer. Please be aware of the risks associated with e-cigs prior to use. You must be 18 years or older to purchase.
You know, it's very sad to see all of these Obama supporters said, how dare you not deliver us a good economy? How dare you not deliver us free houses and cars? And I see the headlines every day. Black journalist calls out Obama. It goes on and on and on, where they're demanding that Obama make everything better, like he could wave a magic wand. That's called slavery. That's called begging to be a slave. You need to make things good for me. Now, once government's taking control, sure, then you complain and say, hey, you're making this worse. And, then you're having to tell the government, hey, stop this policy or start that policy. But illustrating how we're at a crossroads, look at all these hundreds and hundreds of arrests now down at Wall Street. And I've seen the videos. We've had guests on that have been there. Some of them are libertarians and saying, Wall Street socialists getting the bailout money, get rid of it. Make them take a haircut, get rid of the Federal Reserve. I'd say that's about half of them. But the other half are just people angry at the bankers, or they're communists saying, Wall Street makes too much money, give it to us. And so right there you see that fight. But at least people now are recognizing the real power structure, but there's a fight in there over what needs to be done. But then you see the police arresting peaceful people, another illustration of just how far this country slid.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I mean, the whole thing is that the greatest lie are the things that are closest to the truth. And so what often happens is that people take and say, oh, well, the banks got bailed out and that's what we're upset about. And they have the almost the exact same argument all the way till the end, which says, well, the banks have too much money. Let's take it from them. The theft should have been, we should have stolen the money, as opposed to, like, you should steal it and give it to us, rather than, oh, well, the problem is we didn't have enough freedom. And have we had actual capitalism instead of this cronyistic, gangster mafia type organization that runs the financial system, then it would have been fine. Banks would have made money. People would have had honest savings and everything. But it's all a mirage and a scheme. And the thing that's really disheartening is just hearing this two paradigm that's like, well, I'm a member of one crime family, so as long as we're stealing it for our members, then it's just. But when the other crime family comes in and steals it for their members, then somehow it's unjust, as opposed to, why are we stealing? Why are we signing off on stealing?
Well, that's like all the Republican leadership, right through the talk show host, all of them supported the bailout. And they'll try to deny they did it now, but then they get shown the video, and then they defend it. I mean, right there, they want to criticize welfare queens all day. Those welfare queens are the ticking time bomb of the bankers that they can hold us hostage with, because if you don't go along with the bigger government, they'll just turn them loose if they don't get the welfare checks. And the 50 million people on the electronic soup kitchen lines with the food stamp cards, they will burn down the cities. So you've got the welfare people teamed up with the bankers.
Well, it's just tribal warfare. Really, when you come down to it, it's Dallas Cowboys versus the Steelers. And if you are a Steeler fan, you hate the Cowboys. And if you're a Cowboy fan, you hate the Steelers, or vice versa. And so you keep on this this same line, and that's fine when you're playing sports or something like that. But we have identified that now in a political realm, I would say for decades, and that's been the traditional paradigm. And you see it in a religious sense where you have a religious belief system that just stays, and until you have a significant, literally a paradigm shift, or what we've seen as a collapse.
You know, but we see this. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
You see this. I mean, it so parallels what happened in the Roman Empire, and a lot of it comes from, a moral breakdown of
Weimar Germany.
Yeah, absolutely.
Every time there's a moral breakdown, the collapse follows, because even the elite stop caring about stability. They just get delusional.
That's right. And I mean, you got all these people going, literally, we will take to the streets if you don't keep paying us off. I mean, what kind of society has tens of millions of people that's their mantra? We'll take to the streets if you quit giving us stuff that isn't ours. That right there is probably the single most concerning thing, because when it all goes down, and there will be a global financial reset at a minimum. That's going to happen. But the question is, well, when we're betting on freedom and we want a freer society, we need these people not to be out there trying to steal from one another, but actually get on board and
crime has exploded.
Yeah.
And that's why America's different. This isn't going to go like Europe. We got guns. And I'm reading all the time about the bad guys breaking in houses or getting shot. And that's the good news around here. Some horde of people come down my street wanting to rob me because they didn't get their welfare check. I'm going to light them up.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think the idea that one can defend themselves is paramount to freedom, and it's why, next to being able to, the freedom of speech, the founding fathers knew that it was that the second most important thing to being able to speak your mind was being able to protect yourself, because otherwise, I mean, you're just at the mercy of, okay, big bad government, come protect me from the bad guys and tell me what's right.
Well, what happens is 51% get in and they vote to rob the other 49.
That's right. And it's psychological, too, because when people are self-empowered, they take care of themselves. And when everything is handed over to the state, they just become sheep.
Well, let's talk about... Well, let's take calls, 800-259-9231, 800-259-9231, and we'll talk about the riots that are coming.
We're on the march. The empire's on the run. Alex Jones and the GCN Radio Network.
You may be arrested and or subject to other police action.
Tyranny is here. The grim future foretold in 1984 has become reality.
It really says that the state is God.
The United States is now recognized globally as one of the most oppressive police states on earth. This film conclusively proves the existence of a secret network of FEMA camps, now being expanded nationwide. This documentary exposes how the continuity of government program has established an all-powerful shadow state. Police State 4 chronicles the sickening depths to which our republic has fallen. Prepare to enter the secretive world of emergency dictatorship. Body scanners, sound cannons, citizen spies, stage terror, and cameras on every street corner. It's only the beginning of the New World Order's hellish plan. The police state isn't coming. It's here. Secure your copy today at Infowars.com or see it online in the highest quality at PrisonPlanet.tv.
Hello, this is Steve Shank with an urgent update from eFoods Direct. Folks, we're all fighting huge food price increases. eFoods Direct has been doing all we can this year to help you get food before the perfect storm of exploding food prices from the 2011 harvest. During September, eFoods is giving you free shipping on your food supply orders. But you have to understand, we're entering the eye of the food cost storm. Ethanol is boosting gas prices and driving corn costs so high our wheat for bread is going into animal feed, and pasta wheat cost has doubled since last year. I strongly advise you to get your order in before the free shipping deadline, September 30th. Free shipping, including Alaska and Hawaii, ends September 30th. Call 800-409-5633. On the web, efoodsdirect.com/Alex. That's 800-409-5633 or efoodsdirect.com/Alex. Remember, you can bet your life on eFoods Direct.
A very wealthy U.S. citizen is predicting that in 2011, we will witness the most important day in America in more than 50 years. He says it will change everything about our lives. The way you shop, travel, invest, educate your children, and even how you take care of your health and your own family. Now, this man has made some outrageous predictions over the years. The crazy part is, he's usually right. You see, he predicted the collapse of GM, Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, and America's biggest mall owner, General Growth Properties. In fact, Barron's called his work a dire prophecy. Recently, he created a video, which you can watch online for free, detailing his biggest and most important prediction yet. And it's a real eye-opener. I can't stress this enough. You should at least watch this free video online today. He explains everything you need to know, including simple steps you can take to protect yourself. You can